What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy RAP. I got my guy Realistic Randy with me. Obviously, y'all see our boy SK running a little late, but we gonna hold it down, man. The bros are going to hold it down. We got a couple things we're gonna touch on, man, and we're gonna get to that right after this.
I say the same. I say the same. Alright.
I think I did pretty good, Randy. I don't know, man. To say a motherfucker had to wing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
What, the intro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's no perfect way to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was good.
Let's go.
All right. So earlier today, like
Yeah.
SK, we got to do a show.
Yeah.
It's been 3 weeks since we've done a show. God damn it. And I'm like, okay, I get it. But what is there to talk about? The
Yeah.
last thing you want to do is bore the audience with stuff that we've already talked about before.
Right.
And then Rap, I think it was you,
Yeah.
5 minutes after,
Yeah.
like, oh, Jaire Alexander, he
Yeah.
got released by the Green Bay Packers. I was like, oh, well, thank God we got something.
Yeah.
Because if I got to sit here and talk about OTAs
Yeah.
and the great routes that Ty Felton ran,
Practice.
yeah, like
Yeah, man. We it'd be this right here, Randy. You know what I mean?
Listen, we talking about practice, not a game, not a game, not a game.
We talking about practice. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, but shout out everybody in the chat, man, for sure. We appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. We got our boy Bob of Fade You Up. It's my Skull Bro, Skull Mafia in the building. Mary, I see you, Mr. I Want to Mock in the building. Shout out to you. Let's see who else we got. We got George in the building, man. What's good? What's good, man? Shout out to you, man. We got let's see who else. Two Tone, what's good? Julian, I see you in the building, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Y'all make sure the like button. Me and Randy, we're gonna talk about the Jaire. This for one, we just want to let y'all know this show isn't gonna be super long. We're gonna be in and out of here, man. We got a couple things we're just gonna touch on, have a little dialogue, man. And we're going, you know what I'm saying? Pew, even pew, get up out of there. But I do got to ask, though, Randy, speaking about OTAs, we're not going to touch on, go into detail. Shout out El Waldo from Canada. But I do got to ask you, like, has there been anything, I guess, that you could label exciting that you've seen in, just with the news the past couple of weeks of, JJ McCarthy being back out there, some of the throws you see, man. What is there anything that made you, made you tingle a little bit?
No, because OTAs are OTAs. Everybody looks great. Every quarterback completes every pass. Receivers are running their most crisp routes. The defense looks their greatest. There's nothing really in. The only thing you can do in OTAs is hurt your stock because it's a freebie. You're practicing against air or other people with shorts on. So there's nothing that can really impress me. All right, maybe JJ McCarthy. Like the throws, and I think I saw in OTAs a couple of days ago, he threw a dart in the back left corner of the end zone and it got caught. I was impressed by that. I think quarterbacks are really the only thing I can be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, corners, like,
yeah,
no.
For sure. No, I feel you, man. Listen, man, it's practice. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta say though, like I get a little excited only because it looks like football's back. It gives me that feeling of it's not so much like trying to grade the players off of OTAs. It's just more of seeing them out there and actually playing football. It makes me feel like, we're getting close. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think that's what excites me about the whole OTA thing. Like even this week, I think we have 3 days. I think we have 2 or 3 more days even this week, starting, I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe tomorrow, Wednesday, where we got more. And I think it's It's going to be, videos posted from the Minnesota Vikings media team. And to me, man, I just love seeing it, man. I ain't going to lie to you. But I'm not going to sit here and grade players, though, off of it. Like, I agree with you on that. We're not going to sit here and say, oh, shit, Ty Felton looked like he can be wide receiver 1 based off of practice yesterday. Like, I don't think we're going to do that for sure. For sure, man. But I want to ask you, so the biggest news, right, I guess, which we can call it the biggest news, which happened today, is the Jaire Alexander. I see you dropped the video. I kind of went and did my video too. I mean, how you feel? I see. I didn't watch your video yet. I didn't get a chance to watch it because I actually just saw the thumbnail before I jumped on here, and I seen you said NOPE, man. Talk about it.
I just don't think he's worth it. He never has been. Jaire Alexander, to me, is just because of how desperate he is for attention and he wants to be included in everything. He reminds me of Angel Reese.
Angel Reese.
Reese. All this talking, all this yapping. Now, granted, he's way better of an NFL player than Angel Reese is a basketball player. Angel Reese is one of the worst WNBA players in the league.
Yeah.
That's facts, whether you want to believe it or not. But I just don't want him on this team. He's missed, I want to say, 34 games the last 4 years, and he's just never been worth it. Why do we pretend like Jaire Alexander is this beast of a corner and wow, he's available now, so let's go after him? No, he's a bum. Give me Jalen Ramsey, because I can't. Jaire Alexander, we have too many players that are in the category of, okay, they just need to stay healthy. Jaire Alexander would be the extreme side of that. Well, as long as he stays healthy, he's just not worth it. He's a pompous ass. So he's going to be a jackass. He's not that good. And he's going to possibly ruin KOC's culture. We shouldn't even be talking about this guy right now.
Yeah.
He's never been that elite guy.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. Like, it's crazy to think about, but like, until I went and I did a very short video too, like a 3-minute video at tops. And I never really looked into the real deal behind Jaire Alexander, because his name has been put up on this pedestal for so many years since he's been in the league. And then today I go and I look at the numbers and I'm like, bro, what's up with this dude? Like, this dude is mid as hell, man. Like, I don't understand what the whole hype was about. Like, it seemed like the numbers at least show that he's pretty mid. Now, I don't know if it's because teams aren't throwing his way and he's not able to get the production based off of that, because that could be the case too. But I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I'm with you. Now, there's a second part to that, though. I feel like he would still be some type of upgrade to what we have now, in my opinion. Like, if I had to say him or Isaiah Rodgers, and I'm talking about if Jaire is healthy, I think Jaire, to me, is a better football player. But I don't think the Vikings are even going to entertain this shit, and they shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to make or break anything, whether they do or they don't. I don't think it's one of those. It's not one of those deals where I'm like, bro, you gotta go get him. You gotta go get him. I don't think any Vikings fans are really out here, pounding the table for him anyways. But if he was to be on the team, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, cool. We got Jaire Alexander. There's a good possibility for him to start, though. I would say that. I would say he would have a good possibility to start.
That's if he's healthy.
Yeah, if he's healthy, right.
And that's the problem.
Healthy. Yeah.
That,
shout out Papa Gary, man. Shout out Papa Gary in the building, man. Al Bundy, I see you, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Y'all make sure hit the like button, man, for sure. Adam, I see you, man. Listen, this is one of those deals, Randy, where I'm like, do we even feel like, as a Vikings fan, right? Because I've been really thinking about this. Do we even feel like we need to make any more upgrades on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, because that's what this whole thing is about when guys like Jaire become available. Because remember, for a long time in the offseason, we were talking about Asante Samuels and how he wore a hat in Miami and confirmed that he was on the Vikings, pretty much already on the Vikings. You feel me? Like it was damn near like he said yes and shit. This crazy story that was, put out by Purple Daily, which I believe him. You know what I mean? I believe that could be a true story. I just think things kind of popped up at the end of before the deal got done. But is there a position group on the Minnesota Vikings that you feel needs to be upgraded at least a little bit before we go into the 2025 season?
I don't think so. I
So
really
you
don't.
like how we doing? You run it how we are.
I love how this roster is constructed. There's not one position group where I'm like, maybe corner for a Jalen Ramsey, or that's if you want to get greedy and upgrade there. But something that you have to do, a necessity? No. I think this team is set, even if they make no more moves.
Yeah. I don't so me, I guess we sit a little different on that, only because I do believe that we have to bring in some type of, it's either corner or safety. Like either corner or safety. There's a name, Justin Simmons is out there. That sounds intriguing, where I'm like, because I think about it like this. If we know Harrison Smith's getting up there, and he's usually healthy. He plays most of the season, but I'm still one of those things where I'm still like, well, if something does happen, let's just say, I mean, it's football, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Harrison Smith goes down, then what? Like, what are we doing here? I know we got Theo. I know we got Jay Ward that the team is high on, but is that enough? Especially if we're on some type of run too. Like, imagine it happening while we're in the middle of, hey, because a guy like that going down could be big, man. It could be detrimental to your success especially if we're in the middle of a run, making a push for the playoffs or something like that. I just feel like there's some piece of depth missing on the DB side of the football, man. That's just my opinion, man. I think there's something missing.
Okay, that's fair enough. We could do that with every position, though.
Yeah.
What if this player goes down? What if that player goes down? And here's the luxury of it all, Rap. If Hitman goes down or Theo Jackson goes down, we have the luxury of Josh Metellus. We can rotate him into a high safety spot, and say you get Jalen Ramsey, he can rotate in a safety spot. You have options. I don't think this team is screwed. Every team is an injury away from falling apart. Can't let that stop us from being inspired as far as how this team has been constructed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a fact, man. I'm super, first of all, man, I'm super excited where the Vikings sit right now. I think there's a lot of people sleeping, like obviously not the Vikings community. We tend to always ride for the squad regardless. But the rest of the world outside looking in, they just don't believe in us, man. They
Fuck
never did. For sure. Fuck them for
'em.
sure. They never believed in us, man. And it's weird because this year we actually made some of the biggest moves that I think we've made in a long time, if you ask me, as far as just being super intentional when it comes, especially when we've talked about 1,000 times with the trenches. So it's one of those deals where it's like, yo, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think motherfuckers better stop sleeping on the Minnesota Vikings, man. It's our time. It's our time to get it, man. Do you see? I gotta ask you, Randy. Do you think we got a chance to really make a push deep in the playoffs this year?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We talked about this the last time too.
Yeah.
The separation of Ben Johnson from the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
And now, well, that and their defensive coordinator, they got a new DC as well. There's a lot of new things going on with Detroit that I think is going to force them to naturally take a step back. And the Vikings, they've been building this thing for a while. The Chicago Bears with Ben Johnson first year, I'm gonna give that I'm gonna give that a chance to see if it works out because
Mhm.
he's a bright, brilliant coach. And then the Green Bay Packers, no, they're not a factor to me. So really, it's the Vikings are number one. The
Mhm.
Lions are number two. They're barely number two. If they can overcome their personnel and coaching changes, then
Mhm.
they'll be fine. And the Chicago Bears, I'm willing to see what they can do under Ben Johnson.
So there was something interesting that I heard today, right? Shout out to Really Flawed. She had a Bears content creator on. And something he said in the podcast was, as a Bears fan, he feels like this is Caleb Williams' rookie year all over again. Because he feels like the team was, they had one coach. He had to go learn all that his actual rookie year. And then right after that, there's no building on top of that. So now he has to learn a whole new offense. He's pretty much starting over again as a second year player. So, I mean, look, man, that I look at that as an advantage for us. Not that I worry about the Bears. Like, honestly, man, the Bears, they always get hyped up in the offseason. All these motherfuckers made all the moves and this, that, and the third. Man, listen, man, we gotta see it to believe it. We've been hearing this shit for years,
I
man.
get
You
it.
know what I mean? We gotta see
Yep.
it to believe it. But I do
get it.
think that's an advantage for us, man, is Caleb Williams is kind of starting over low key, man. When you think about our quarterback position, I'm like, all right, I don't feel too bad, man. At least our quarterback had a chance to at least get the mental part down last year. He didn't get to play, but at least he was able to get the mental part. I don't think it was wasted.
The
I feel
game
good about
plan has been consistent for over a year. So it's not like Caleb Williams where he has to learn a new system with Ben Johnson. JJ McCarthy has been under the same system, learning all year long, going
it.
into year 2 with head coach Kevin O'Connell. Familiarity, that is key. That's going to give us a huge advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. I agree. So we were going to do chat. We want you guys, we were going to do a 30-minute show. We're already at 17 minutes. Hey, time goes by fast when you're having fun. I'm going to tell you right now, the last segment of the show, we want to do a Q&A. So if you guys have any questions that y'all want to ask how me and Randy feel about anything, or if you just want to ask Randy or you just want to ask me, drop them in the chat, man. We going to chill for the last 13 minutes here real quick and let y'all drop some stuff in the chat and spark up the conversation. And let's talk about some stuff, man. So drop it in the chat, man. Any questions y'all have, make them good. You feel me? Make them good. I know Papa Gary always come with the good questions. Let's go, man. Blunt, drop a question. I can't believe Blunt still, bro. You going to the Bengals game, dog? Like the Bengals game? Seriously? Like, come on, man. What is that? You know what I mean? What is that? Shout out everybody in the chat too, man. We appreciate
slaughter.
It is gonna be a slaughter. Mary has a question. Thoughts on Turner this year? Go ahead, Randy. You first.
He'll get a shot. PJ or Patrick Jones II is gone. You can't jump over AVG and Jonathan Grenard. He'll be next man up, and he'll have a good year. I'm gonna say 6 sacks.
Okay. Yep. So and great question, Mary. I did a video for Dallas Turner. I think I'll say this. I think he's gonna be good, but I think he has to be this year. Like, because and I hate to have to put this title on him, Randy, but the truth of the matter is this: you gave up capital, you picked your quarterback in the first round, you decided to go back into the first round to get this guy in Dallas Turner. Bruh, he better be good in year 2. Like, straight up. We can't have the three tackle or 3 sacks, 12 tackles, and like he needs to this year right here. Unfortunately, because of how you went about getting him, you know what I mean? As a fan, we're not trying to wait year 5 for him to turn into, a player that we think that no, because by that time our confidence is dead. Like, it needs to be this year, 2025. And I think it will happen, though. I say that to say I believe it is going to happen. So,
but to get pleasantly surprised by AVG and Jonathan Grenard. I mean, certainly they couldn't have been expecting that type of explosion from those two players.
True.
So it's like when that happens, what else are you supposed to do but be like, all right, Dallas Turner, you're going to have to take a back seat. It's not
Yeah.
Lewis Seen, you suck. It's just because the room is crowded as far
True.
as starters are concerned. And now
True.
that Patrick Jones II is not going to be a factor, he should get some PT.
Yeah.
And
True.
make an impact.
Two-Tone just wants to know how you're feeling. I know Norse asked how you feeling too. My boy feeling good, man. Shit, yeah. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm doing good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Cody said, Rapper Randy, do you guys think Jaire would fit in B4's defense? We talked about that, Cody. We touched on it. We don't really want him.
No.
I think it would be an upgrade, but we don't really want him though. So it's one of those things where, yeah.
I don't think it's an upgrade. I will
yeah.
go with Jeff Okuda.
Let's go. You heard it. Clip it. Clip it.
Jaire Alexander.
Clip it, everybody. Clip it. This shit going viral. I told you he was a Jeff Okuda fan. It only took a couple weeks to get Randy to jump on board, man. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Jaire Alexander.
Let's go, man. Sarah said, if Turner, McCarthy, and Blackman break out, we can finally shut up about the 2022 draft. No, that is a fact. No.
I've been shut up about that.
Will the thrill?
Yeah,
will the thrill percentage make prediction both extra points and field goals? So that's a good question, Gary. I don't know, like, to be honest with you, like, what is the average? I don't even know the average, to be honest with you, when it comes to like field goal percentage and shit. So I don't know. Do you know?
I think for extra points, you want it to be in the 95 percentile. And then for field goal percentage, you want it to be in the upper 80s, worst case scenario.
Okay. So I'm going to say this. Will the thrill is he going to be up in the high 80s, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to extra point. I'll say this. He only going to miss like 3 extra points at most. And then field goals, he'll miss like 4. That should be good. I think I'm on track.
Having all this time off, he should be back in it mentally. Because the way his season ended, I'm like, damn. We got
I know. That shit is scary.
Dear God, man.
All right.
He should be fine. No.
All right, here's one more too. We said, how many games do you think the defense will close?
I mean, that's such a tough question. 7.
Yeah, I'll say more than the offense. How about that? Because I believe our defense. I still think we're going to be. I think our offense is obviously going to be good, but I think I looked at the numbers from last year. Our offense wasn't all that last year either because we couldn't really run the ball. I think we were 14th maybe. We got to break into that top 10. So I say that to say this team, to me, it still feels like the defense is kind of the center piece realistically, even when you're talking about having a Justin Jefferson and shit. Like, I just feel like we're going to lean on the defense a lot. I think this year is going to be no different, especially adding defensive tackles and Jonathan Allen, Hargrave. I just think the defense is going to get even more exciting. And we may add, the Jalen Ramsey. Hopefully we don't add a Jaire, but there's a possibility. Even the Jack Jones, I believe, too, is still in the conversation. I mean, it was obvious that they wanted to add another corner because the whole talk in the offseason was, Asante Samuels and all this good stuff. So, I mean, there's a good possibility that a corner does get added to the roster here soon, but we'll see, man. Sarah has, how many one-score games will we be in this year, and how many will we win?
Yes.
I
swear to God, they'll all be one-score games. They're all going to come down to the wire. We're going to be stressing out. We're going to be like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
All the games.
Yeah. Adam, appreciate you tapping in too. I'll say this. I think we're going to be in at least 10 one-score games. I think we'll win. I think we'll win 8 of them. Yeah, I mean, because I do have us like right now. I have our prediction list losing about 5 games, and even in the games we're losing, like against teams that right now we look at that possibly are going to be better than us, or just going to be one of those type games like the Eagles, the Ravens. I think we're still going to be competitive. So I would call those 1-score games. So those would be 2 out of the 10, but we'll wind up losing one of those 2. So that's what I'll say. That's a prediction right now.
Yeah,
that's a
it's
prediction.
football.
All right, let's get a couple more questions. We got 5 more minutes here. Let's see, man. We'll get Gary back up here. He said, Rap and Randy, predict our dishing yards this year. Hold on, what the hell is that? What is dishing yards?
Rushing yards, I think.
Okay, rushing. Yeah, that's probably what he said. Last year we ran for 1855 yards. Okay. I'm saying over 2,500. Okay, yeah, he means rushing. Okay. Shoot, rushing yards. So last year we ran for 1855. Yeah, I kind of gotta agree with you, Gary. I think I'm gonna go closer to like 20. I'll say 2,400. You know,
I'll say around 2,300. Do a little Price is Right to you.
Yeah.
Just because Jordan Mason is a game changer. This
you like Jordan Mason,
dude
huh?
is a beast.
Oh, he excited about
Bro.
He excited
I watched
about him.
I watched him play with the Niners. My second channel, Realistic Randy Sports Takes. I covered Jordan Mason and criticized Kyle Shanahan for not playing Jordan Mason, playing Christian McCaffrey, who was a bad player last year, but not having the stones to play the better player. Dude, he's a beast. If Aaron Jones pisses us off with anything, in comes Jordan Mason. He is a game changer. I'm going to say 2,300.
Let's go. Jordan Mason got Randy excited out here. No, I'm excited about bro too, though, man. I'm excited about. Hey, he said, "Wait, I had to hop back on. I heard the Niners." Hey, nah, facts, Adam. We know. Hey, we got your boy. We got your boy Jordan Mason, and Realistic
Jordan
Randy
Mason,
is
man.
super excited about him, and I am too. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about him too. I'm excited. Davey OG has a question here. He said, "Do you think we'll far exceed the amount of rushing TDs from last year?" I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many rushing TD? It doesn't even matter.
That's a good question.
Think we are.
I was about to say, how many did we have last year?
Yeah, that's a good question too, but it doesn't matter. Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes for that. And part of it is because like what we just talked about and what Randy just ranted about too, about Jordan Mason. I think, first of all, he has a nose for the end zone. Adam can tell us that because he's truly a 49er fan. So, you know, I think Mason's definitely going to bring a couple more touchdowns than what we had last year. And one of the most important things I feel like about Jordan Mason, he can actually run the ball in the red zone. So where I feel like we kind of lacked that for a while, man. Like we haven't had a running back that can actually make something happen in between the 20 and a minute or beyond the 20, shall I say, the red zone area. It just hasn't been. It's been nasty, man. You know what I mean? I think Jordan Mason can change that. So I'm looking forward to it. A lot more touchdowns. Shout out Really Flawed in the building. Shout out to her. We got a show Friday, so y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. We're gonna be
nice.
We're gonna be talking all type of football. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait. Can't wait for that. Yeah, man. We'll take one more. Somebody drop one more question, man. Let's get one more question out here. And we'll be right on 30 minutes. Let's go. I'm excited though, man. There's no telling. I don't think we're gonna do another Purple Parlor show, man. Probably for at least a couple weeks because again, we want to do.
We want to
sure
respect.
We got some news.
We want to respect the audience's time.
Right.
Like we're not going to sit here and force content for the sake of forcing content and say, oh, in OTAs, Ty Felton ran this route this amount of times. That's stupid. No one wants to hear that. So as news comes in, we'll react to it.
That's a fact. Hello, really question for at least a couple weeks because again, we want it flawed. Oh, hello, really question. Oh, nobody has no question. Nobody got any questions. You guys are good. Everybody. Everybody good. Yeah, for sure, man. Y'all good. All right, for sure. Man, well, Randy, man, you want to lead the people with something before we get up out of here, man?
No Jaire Alexander, please. If they sign Jaire Alexander, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Uh-oh.
I can't.
I almost want to see that video now. You know what I mean? And we love the
can't.
videos when you start turning up on the team,
Nah,
and those are entertaining.
I won't go off, but like I'll say what I need to say.
Yeah. One more question. Here we go. Norris got one in. He snuck one in. How big of a thing is Isaiah Rodgers? You like Isaiah Rodgers, don't you? You kind of like him?
Yeah.
I asked the Eagles content creator last night about him because they were live, and he said they were like, he's all right. Yeah, I mean, he's all right. He didn't really get that many, snaps and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, he's all right. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like about him. You know what I mean? I feel about him. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. All right, man. Well, hey, look, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everybody. Again, I know this is a shorter show than normal, but our boy SK, he flaked on us, bruh. Like he left us here. No, I'm just playing. Shout out SK.
We need to do a show.
We need to do it. The crazy part is he texted us. Yeah, like SK hit us up, talking about we need to do a show. I'm like, well, shit. Me and Randy are like, fuck it, let's do it. And then all of a sudden, where is he? Where is he? Huh? Where's the guy? Nah, but he had to handle the kids, man. You know how it be when you got kids, man. It's never planned. You feel me? You can have a moment right now, and then in next 10 minutes, man, your whole schedule just fucking changes. You feel me? So we get it, man. We appreciate everybody, man. Me and Randy held it down. We will see y'all next time.
I say the same. I say the same. I say the same. All right.
Oh.
I say the same. I say the same.